Hello friends, Ben Ochart here. Thank you for tuning in. Is every PetCo the same? You know, I think they work out of a template, and I'm here at a PetCo that I haven't been to in a while. I think I came to it when I first moved to Nashville. I came to this PetCo because they had one of the 55-gallon tanks that I needed when I first got the fish room. I didn't really look around much. I just came by and picked up what I needed and then moved on. So let's go inside. Let's check out this PetCo here behind me, and let's see if it's that different from my favorite PetCo, the one that I've shown you in some other videos. Let's go on inside and take a look. And while I'm here, I'm going to pick up an aquarium, actually a 40-gallon breeder, because I'm going to go a little bit of a different direction on that sump, and I'll talk to you more about that in a different video. All right, let's get going. I remember coming to this store before and the nice selection of tanks that they had. A lot more tanks than they have available at Bellevue. My other store, here's some 75s. Some of those small nano tanks, betta tanks. Imaginarium. $44, 3.1 gallon. There's some Chemi-Pure. I've tried Chemi-Pure. I kind of like the Purigen because you can recharge it. But I'm not using any chemical filtration currently in any of my tanks. Some bug bites. Good selection of supplies here. Here's some more. Here's the 40-gallon breeders. I'm picking one of these up. And hey, this one's got my name on it. Yep, they were expecting me. So, here's some more supplies. If you have an aquarium that doesn't have a lid, these marginal plants that stick out, pretty popular now. You don't have fish that jump. Here's some nice 75-gallon tanks. But I think they sell them for about $2.50. And of course, anything that you see on the floor, if you go online, the feeder fish, by the way, for about 20 cents each. If you go online, they will match whatever their online price is. There's some Jack Dempseys and some firemouths. Some pretty good looking fish. Love the firemouths. Especially when they have that green around the eye. That's a pretty nice selection. That's a nice little Jack right there. These firemouths have that green around the eye. Very nice, very pretty. That's a good selection of cichlids right there. The Jack Dempseys are $4.99. Firemouths $4.99. It's a pretty good price too. It's the most common cichlid you'll see, African cichlid, the Mabuna, the yellow labs. They can really put on some size. When they get very big, they get very territorial and aggressive. I had a really pretty one, had to get rid of them. Some fancy goldfish. It's a cute little guy. I like these ruby cloud minnows. Here's the glowfish display. Like I've said in other videos, I don't mind them if they get people into the hobby. They're not using paint anymore. They used to paint fish. Now these are genetically modified to glow. Not sure how they did that. Some pretty little angelfish. together with a little female betta. If you follow Jerry Martin's channel, Jerry's Fish Room, he's going to start breeding angels. Not sure if he's going to ship them. Boy, these are pretty. Nice little quarry in there, and you've got, what are those? Buenos Tetras, $2.49. Buenos Tetras, pretty fish. Oh, they got a little lemon tetra. That's a pretty angel. How long his fins are for being that small. Probably the size of a nickel. I like that they're attaching plants to rocks and decor. These are not in great shape, but it's a good idea though. Usually they're about $16 to $20. Some black tetras, black neon tetras. These are pretty hardy. You touch up their glass so you can see the fish a little better. And some neons, $2.99. That's not bad for neons. We also have some look like black skirt tetras. Very peaceful community fish. These serpas are really actually a pretty fish, both in shape and color. And the serpas are $2.99. That's a good price. Red-eye tetras for $2.99. Some bigger black skirts. Some live bears here. Love those Odessa barbs. Great markings. Got some Danios, some zebras, real teeny ones, for about $2.79. Love the way they school. Bala sharks. Really cute. I've owned a few red-tailed sharks over the years. They can get really nippy, but I think they're beautiful fish. Like a black velvet, beautiful red. Live bears. These little guys are pretty. Bumblebee platies. Bumblebee platies mixed with a few guppies. The bumblebees are $4.99. Pretty little fish. It's a nice little gourami back there. Neon blue dwarf gourami. Those are $10. These guppies are pretty. You can make out on the camera the coloration of their bodies. Cobra Guppies. $4.99. Some more supplies. I imagine they're pretty uniform in their pricing. But here's the fluval, $3.49. But I think on the internet you can get it for about $2.99 and maybe 10% off of that. And like I said, they'll match that. They'll match that at the cash register. section. Here's the betta section. That's a pretty one there. Mermaid betta. That's a pretty one too. Black orchid and butterfly. This looks a lot like that pea gravel you can get at Lowe's and some of the hardware stores for about $5 for, $5 for 50 pounds. This is a 20-pound bag for $22, 23 bucks. I think I'm going to be going the hardware route with my gravel. Maybe end up getting some black diamond, blasting sand, something like that. We'll see. Maybe some pool filter sand. Substrate prices have gone really up. Pretty well stocked frozen food section. Average price is about $10 for those small blister packs. Almost time to restock on this. My African cichlids love this stuff. It's kind of a little expensive though, like everything else. Alright, I'm going to get that 40-gallon breeder and head on home. It's heavier than it looks. They were a little reluctant to let me film, which is kind of unusual. I haven't run into that in a PetCo before. Maybe they've gotten a few bad reviews, and management has said no more in-store filming. I don't know. At any rate, after I explained to her what I was doing, she was okay on it, as long as I didn't get other people in the film. It was like for privacy purposes is what she told me. I can understand that. So I just made a point of just making sure I kept the camera only on products and not on people. So let's go ahead and load this up and get home, and then watch for my next video where I talk about why I'm getting a 40-gallon breeder and the different direction I'm going to be going in with regards to the sump on that 300-gallon. So stay tuned for that, and we'll talk about that and a whole lot more on Saturday at the Cichlids and Coffee live stream. Hope to see you there, my friends. And that's it for me. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.